The Eagles move to 2-0 with a 20-17 win in Kansas City over the Chiefs. And the guy on the call yesterday, Merrill Reese, joins us right now for a Merrill Monday. And no surprise, Merrill, all this football team does is win. Merrill, good morning. The Eagles are 2-0.
Merrill.
They are, and what a way to start the season. And beating Kansas City out there is no small feat. Believe me, they did a great job.
They did. Hard-fought game, defensive kind of game, Merrill. Let's start with the defensive side of the football. You know, when the season started, I thought it might take them a little bit just because they lost a lot of defensive players from last year, veteran players, very young defense. But Merrill, Vic Fangio and all these young defensive players, the first half against Dallas last week, a little shaky, but the last 6 quarters, the second half against Dallas, and then all day yesterday, Merrill, they've been phenomenal. Jahad Campbell, Andrew Mukuba, adding to the other young guys we've seen the last couple of years. Very good performance yesterday.
Yeah, even the new guy, Zadarius
Yes.
Smith, made a couple of big plays.
He really did. And Merrill, it's once in a while a player will, kind of hang out and not sign and then sign. And I kind of wondered, I wonder how much he has left in the tank. Merrill, I thought he was really good yesterday against the run and the pass. Yeah.
Yeah, he really was. The defense as a whole was very, very impressive. And you know what? The offense is going to be fine, too. I like the fact that Jalen Hurts is playing under control, not making the foolish throw, not forcing things. He takes what the defense gives him. And you know what? That offense is going to come along, too. It's like baseball where the pitchers start out ahead of the hitters. Same thing. Defenses start out ahead of offenses.
Well, it's felt that way in both the first couple games for the Philadelphia Eagles. Merrill, let's talk about the offense and the play they made to kind of seal the game, which was when Jalen Hurts was blitzed and he dropped back and he launched up a deep shot to Devontae Smith. What a play. Obviously Jalen getting the ball out against the blitz, but then for Devontae to go up and win that one-on-one, that felt like the play that sealed the game.
Well, there is nothing that Devontae Smith can do that's going to surprise me. I mean, anything he can reach, he can possibly come down with. He's a great toe tapper. He's got great vertical ability. He's a great athlete. He's amazing. He really is.
He's an awesome player. And look, when they call his name, he seems to make that play a lot. Merrill, another guy that seems to be a playmaker on the other side of the football, and you got to call his first NFL interception in the regular season yesterday, Andrew Mukuba. We just keep hearing this kid's always around the football, and the more you watch him, Merrill, seems like he's always around the football.
Well, he is, and that's what they said when they drafted him out of the University of Texas, that he is a ball hawk, and he makes things happen. And we saw his first action in the preseason was a pick six.
It was, and he hasn't stopped. I mean, that play yesterday, that really swung the whole game because then they were able to go down and score and take all that time off the clock and a 14-point swing there for the Philadelphia Eagles. Merrill Reese joining us here as the Eagles win 20-17 yesterday.
Joe, let me ask you a question.
You're sure?
Have you ever seen Patrick Mahomes miss so many open receivers?
Not like that. And he missed Thornton by about 10 yards on that shot where he was open.
He was wide open. All he had to do was just toss it up in the air, and he overshot him by 10 yards.
Yeah, he made a play late to get them back to within the field goal, 20-17. Yeah. But I agree with you, Merrill. He missed a lot, and I wonder how much that was. He just was kind of seeing some ghosts because the Eagles blitzed him a lot, Merrill. They didn't blitz him much in the Super Bowl. Yesterday, Vic Fangio brought the pressure, and I thought it made him uncomfortable.
Well, I think so, too. I think so, too. Most of the damage, aside from that last pass, was done with his legs.
It was. 2 weeks in a row, he's done a lot with his legs, more than we're typically used to with Patrick Mahomes. Merrill, I want to ask you about Jake Elliott. You've always been a believer in him, and you felt, I remember last year when we talked about him, you said he'll be fine, and by the time the playoffs rolled around, he did very well and helped them win the Super Bowl. But he's off to a much better start in the regular season this year. He only made one field goal over 50 yards last year. He's already made 3 of them now, Merrill, this season.
Well, they don't talk about it, but I think he was not 100% last year. I think that he had some kind of a hamstring pull in his plant foot. I don't think he was 100% until the playoffs began. But Jake is money in the bank. I always say TGFJ. Thank goodness for Jake. He is so reliable, and he's just got the right mentality.
Well, he put 8 points on the board yesterday in a 3-point game. They needed all of those to get that victory over the Chiefs. Merrill, let's look ahead a little bit here. Next time we talk to you will be Sunday during the pregame when the Eagles take on the Los Angeles Rams. It should be a good one, Merrill. They gave the Eagles a challenge in the postseason, and they're off to a 2-0 start here in the 2025 season. Eagles-Rams on Sunday. What's your first thought on the game?
It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a battle. I still think the Eagles are the better team. It's going to be great coming back here. This crowd is going to go nuts. You're going to see, when you go to Kansas City, you see nothing but red. I mean, it's unbelievable how red that stadium is, but I think this Sunday at the Link, you are going to see a lot of green.
It's going to be a great one. Eagles and Rams on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Merrill, thank you as always for hopping in. Great call yesterday, and we'll talk to you on Sunday for the pregame show.
Okay, thank you, Joe, and thank you, Hugh.
Have a good one, Merrill.
There he goes, the voice of the Eagles, Merrill Reese.